Hey, what's going on, my Viridian bees? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake, and welcome to episode 2 of our Pokemon Leafgreen version Let's Play. So, when we left off last episode, we caught our first, we got our starter Pokemon, and we also caught our first new Pokemon for our team. And if you recall, those two Pokemon are our Squirtle named Aquaman and our Pidgey named Hawkeye. So I did a little off-screen training, that way you guys didn't like to see, and got both of our Pokemon up to level 9, and Hawkeye actually learned a new move. Hawkeye learned the move Gust, which is a flying type move, so very nice to know. Let me just cancel real quick. Okay, and so we are here in Viridian City, if we recall. Now, there's a couple things that we can do in and around Viridian City before we head off with the main storyline. So if you go up here behind these fence posts, there's actually a hidden item here. There's also a little tree that we will get into later. But you get a potion here, which is very nice. And then the second thing that we can do is if you go over here to the left exit of Viridian City, you can get to Route 22. And so, on Route 22, I will put up the Pokemon bios real quick for you guys. That way you guys can see exactly what they are. So, let's go look at those. Alright guys, so we're here for the bios for Route 22. There are two new Pokemon that we can catch on this route. The first one being Mankey, a fighting type Pokemon. And at level 28, it will evolve into Primeape, its evolved form. And if we look at the stats for Primeape and Mankey, very good attack, very good speed. This Pokemon, I really like this Pokemon. It is a very good physical sweeper for any team. A very good fighting type, one of the best fighting types in the region, in my opinion. And so I'm very highly regarding about this Pokemon. If you really are looking for a fighting type for your team, I would definitely recommend this Pokemon. Very good Pokemon, but just didn't want to pick it up for my team. But the second Pokemon that we can find on this route is actually Spearow. And Spearow is another one of those normal flying types that we were talking about. At level 20, it will evolve into its evolved form, Fearow. And if we take a look at Fearow's stats, very good speed, very good attack. But other than that, it doesn't have as much bulk as Pidgey. And so it does have better speed and better attack. But I think the thing that I liked better about Pidgey, like I said, is that it has a bit more bulk on it. The two have the exact same ability. So I guess it's really up to your preference if you want to choose between Spearow or Pidgey this early in the game. But that does it for the bios for Route 22. Okay guys, so we're back after those bios, and as you can see down below my face in the video, we actually now have route bios that will show you the Pokemon that we just went over for the route, and the percentage that you can find them at. So, as you can see there, we've got the percentages up for them. So, this is the only grass, no, there's another grass block actually, that you can go into, but that's there. But if we go up here and we try to make our way this way, we actually run into Gary again. Hey, Jake! You're off to the Pokemon League. Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? So this is a completely optional fight against Gary. You don't actually have to do this fight. Only if you come over this way before, I believe, you get your first gym badge. But we got another battle with Rival Gary, and it seems that he has also caught a Pidgey as well. His is also level 9 as well. So we're going to let Aquaman take care of this. We're going to let Aquaman bubble it, but we got sand attack, which lowers our accuracy, so hopefully our bubble will hit, and it missed. That's not very good. Okay, another sand attack. That's not very good at all, but hopefully we can prevail through this battle. And Aquaman does actually land his bubble this time. Very nice to know, and it does a decent amount of damage. His tackle does 5 damage each turn. Okay, so I'm thinking we just, okay, now there's 3 stand attacks. I'm really thinking about switching out Pokemon here to our Hawkeye, but we'll see if it becomes a problem. If we miss another bubble, I'll say we switch out. Ooh, and a critical hit. Just when I thought about taking you out, Aquaman, you give me reason not to. Pidgey tackles us again. Okay, we missed another bubble. I said I would switch him out, but I think I'm gonna let him. I think I'm gonna let Aquaman stay in and try. If he misses another one, then I guess we'll let him. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to switch here. So let's switch. We'll switch into our own Hawkeye against this Pidgey. And we'll see whose Pidgey is better, Gary's. Yours or mine. So we're going to use Gust here, because it is a bit stronger than Tackle. It almost takes out the Pidgey. His Pidgey tackles us again. It's quite a bit of damage, but we'll tackle here, and then what we can do this next turn is we can use a potion if we are afraid of his Bulbasaur, because he still does have his Bulbasaur. Actually, we don't want to switch out. We do not want to go into Aquaman, because like I said, Bulbasaur is super effective against our Squirtle. So let's go for a Gust real quick. Does half of its health. Very nice. Okay, tackles us. All right, only does 5 damage. Hawkeye's gonna clean up this battle, which is very nice. And if you just saw, whenever we switched between Aquaman and Hawkeye, Hawkeye and Aquaman shared the experience from the Pokemon that they both battled. But in this case, Hawkeye just got all the experience here. Now Hawkeye grew to level 10. And so if you actually, the amount of Pokemon that you use in the battle against one Pokemon, the experience from that Pokemon will be shared equally between, you know, if it's 2 or 3, you know, even up to 6 Pokemon, which is a nice thing to know. He says, I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I've figured out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Well, okay then. Fine. So, he told us that we can't really go that way until we get some more Pokemon badges. So that's what we need to go do. So, the way that we do that, I'm going to heal real quick. And while I'm actually going to heal, you guys will hear this in the Pokemon that they both battled. But in this case, Hawkeye just got all the experience here. Now Hawkeye grew to level 10. And so if you actually, the amount of Pokemon that you use in the battle against one Pokemon, the experience from that Pokemon will be shared equally between, you know, if it's 2 or 3, you know, even up to 6 Pokemon, which is a nice thing to know. He says, I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I've figured out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Well, okay then. Fine. So, he told us that we can't really go that way until we get some more Pokemon badges. So that's what we need to go do. So, the way that we do that, I'm going to heal real quick. And while I'm actually going to heal, you guys will hear this in the background. You'll just hear everything that's going on. I'm going to put up, I told you last time that I would put up which types are physical and which types are special based on their moves here in this game. And I'm going to actually put that up right now on screen for you, a nice, neat, nifty little guide there that shows you physical and special. And it's different from other Pokemon games. It's not based on the actual move, it's based on the move type in this game. So those move types are physical, those move types are special, and good to go. Alright, so back now to the gameplay. So if we go to the north exit here in Viridian City, we actually run into this man, and he says, now that I've had my coffee and that's what I need to get going. What is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokédex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokédex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon? I suppose I better show you then. Well, we do know how to catch a Pokemon, actually. But this guy's going to show us anyway because we've already caught one. Doesn't make any sense, but he has a Weedle that appears. That is a Pokemon that we will be running into soon, so we won't go over its bio yet, but he just shows us, you scroll over in your bag, you go to Pokeball, you use it. We've done this before. We caught a Pidgey last episode. I don't know why this guy's trying to show us, but whatever. It's what requires us from the game, so it's just going to show us. He catches the Weedle. Awesome, that's great. You showed us how to catch a Pokemon. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, we already know how to do that. Okay, can you let us go by? There. Now tell me, that was educational, was it not? And here, take this too. Well, he gives us the Teachy TV. And the Teachy TV, it just shows you stuff that you could do, like the basics of being a Pokemon trainer. It's pretty useless. We don't really need it. I can go over those stuff with you guys myself. So, we're on a new route, Route 2, so that means new Pokemon. So I will show those in the bio, or I'll have their bios up on screen right now. So I'll see you guys back after those. Okay guys, so we're here for the bios for Route 2. Well, the first new Pokemon that you can catch on Route 2 is Caterpie. It is a bug type Pokemon, and at level 7 it will evolve into a Metapod, which then at level 10 it will evolve into a Butterfree. And at Butterfree, when it gets to that evolution, it actually does get a subtype of flying, so it becomes a bug flying type. But looking at the Pokemon's stats, Butterfree, pretty good attack, pretty good special attack, but besides that, not much else going for it. I definitely don't recommend getting this Pokemon. I think there are better bug types out in this game if you're really looking for a bug type. And yeah, its stats are just not that great, and it doesn't actually learn the best moves either in this game, so I don't really recommend this Pokemon for a team, but I mean, if you wanted to get it, you can get it if you want to. And then the second Pokemon that we can find on this route is Weedle. Weedle is a bug poison type, And then at level 7, it evolves into Kakuna. And at level 10, it will evolve into Beedrill. And then looking at the stats here for Beedrill and for the Weedle evolution line, good attack, decent, actually fairly good special defense, and okay speed. But other than that, just not much going for this Pokemon. Again, I think its stats aren't the greatest. The attack stats actually pretty nice, but I still think there's better bug types than this, and there's also better poison types, definitely, than this Pokemon out there. So it does get outclassed later in the game. But I guess early game, if you really wanted a strong Pokemon, because Weedle and Caterpie both evolve, into their final forms at level 10, I guess they would be pretty good to pick up at the beginning of the game. But other than that, not much else I can say about this Pokemon. So let's get back to the game. Okay, we're back from those bios, and as you can see, we have updated. We got the new route bios below my face, and that shows you exactly what you can catch. So a little thing about these route bios, if it's in white text, that is between both Fire Red and Leaf Green. If it's in red, there's Fire Red percentages, and then if it's in green, it'll be Leaf Green percentages. So, as we can see, there's an item over there, but we can't get over there. It says the tree looks like it can be cut down, but we can't cut it right now. And then in that grass, that's the only grass that we've seen so far on this route. So, if you wanted to catch any of those Pokemon that I put in the bios, that's the grass to do it in. Other than that, we're going to go through this gateway here. See if anybody has anything important to say to us. Rattata may be small, but don't underestimate. It's a wicked bite. Have you caught one already? No, I don't really need a Rattata. Are you going to Viridian Forest? It's a natural maze in there. Be careful, you don't get lost. Well, thank you for letting us know. And that kind of gives us a hint into where we're going. And that is Viridian Forest. And because we have a new area yet again, there is actually one new Pokemon that we haven't gone over based on bios yet. So I'll put that bio up on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys after it. Okay, guys, so we just have one new Pokemon here in Viridian Forest that we can find, and that Pokemon is Pikachu. Everybody's favorite Pokemon. Well, I wouldn't say everybody's favorite Pokemon. I would say definitely the most recognizable Pokemon from the Pokemon universe. Pikachu, it is an electric type, and if you give it a Thunderstone, it will evolve into Raichu. Looking at Raichu's stats and Pikachu's stats in general, actually pretty good attack and good special attack, and it also has fairly decent special defense. But that speed stat is amazing. That is definitely the thing that allows Raichu and Pikachu to be very good, is that they have such a high speed stat. And for a game that lacks a lot of different grass types, not many grass. I mean, there are a fair few grass types. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't really want to get a grass Pokemon, you could definitely get Pikachu. It's a very good electric Pokemon because grass and electric are super effective against fairly the same things. And the thing that I like about Raichu and Pikachu is that its speed stat is amazing. So I definitely do recommend this Pokemon. I think it's a very good Pokemon to get, but just didn't want one on my team. I actually decided to go with a grass Pokemon instead of an electric Pokemon on my team. But Raichu and Pikachu, I can't say anything bad really about them. I think they're great Pokemon. Let's get back to the game. Okay, guys, we're back, and so there is the new Pokemon Pikachu that we have on the side of the screen there. And as you can see, like I was saying, the red and the green show the percentages for each game. So, first thing we want to do over here in Viridian Forest is we want to go this way because there is actually an item over there that we can get. Let me just make sure. Yep, I do have Squirtle out in front. Okay, so we run into a Pokemon. Let's see what we run into here. We run into a Weedle. Very nice, level 4. I guess we can fight this guy real quick. We'll just tackle him right away, get some free experience. Ooh, a critical hit, and it does a little over 3/4 of his health. He's gonna string shot us, just gonna lower our speed. Yada yada yada, whatever. And we shall tackle this. Oh, actually, it's faster than us, so it gets a hit off. If it poisons us, I swear, a critical and poison. Oh, that's just my luck in this game. Ridiculous. Oh goodness. So we'll tackle that. But this does actually give me a good opportunity to show something in this game. I believe, as we find a Pokeball there, every 6 steps that you're poisoned outside of battle, you actually take 1 tick of health damage from the poison still being on your Pokemon. So, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go heal up at Viridian City real quick, and then I'll meet you guys back here at the beginning of Viridian Forest. So, be right back. Okay, guys, we're back here at Viridian Forest, and while I was in town, I decided that I'd also buy some antidotes and paralyze heals. That way we wouldn't have to keep going back and forth from the town. So, next thing that we want to do over here in Viridian City is this guy, I do not believe is a trainer. Nope, he was throwing Pokeballs, but he ran out, so he can never have too many Pokeballs. Very true. And as over here, we actually find another potion, which is very nice to have. Don't run into any Pokemon. Very nice. And if we make our way up this way, we have a Pokemon battle. Now, if you don't want to battle this guy, you can go around through the grass to my left to not battle him. But I want to battle him, of course. So this guy says, hey, you have Pokemon? Come on, let's battle him. Well, why don't we? See what this guy has and what his name is. This is Bugcatcher Rick. Bugcatcher Rick has a Weedle. Level 6. Shouldn't be too much trouble for our Aquaman here. Oops, I actually went to Pokemon by accident. We're going to fight, and we want to bubble this thing right away. Get that nice damage off on it. Yeah, decent damage. Like I said, Squirtle's not the heaviest hitter out of the 3 starters for sure, but I just love me some Squirtle. It's a very good Pokemon, very tanky. I'm just gonna keep string shotting us. Lower my speed all you want to, buddy. I'm just gonna be doing some damage to you. So, Aquaman used his bubble once again. Maybe we can get a critical hit and take this thing out right away. Nope. We're just gonna bubble one more time. String shot again, and it missed. Well, thanks for doing so much damage to me, buddy. Really scared me there. And we should take it out right there. Oh, there's our critical hit. That's just great. Oh well. Aquaman takes him out, gets 66 experience points, and that's going to actually grow Aquaman up a level. Very nice. And Aquaman learned Withdraw. So Withdraw, what it does is it will just raise our defense by 1 stage. And now he's sending out Caterpie. I will keep Aquaman out there, of course. Level 6 as well. We're just going to bubble this thing. Caterpie's now using Tackle. 2 damage. That's pathetic. Oh, goodness. That's alright, though. Bubble does a good chunk of damage to it. And they're just going to keep lowering my speed, because apparently I'm way too fast for them, even though they're outspeeding me and going first. Pokemon Trainer logic. Whatever. So we're just going to take this Caterpie out right away. And we can talk about a little bit about Viridian Forest. I really like Viridian Forest as a little kind of mini dungeon in itself. There's routes that you can take where you can find wild Pokemon, routes you can take where you don't want to find any wild Pokemon, and I like that about it. So, defeated Bugcatcher Rick there, and we're going to go up this path here. So if you go up this path, you can actually avoid this trainer, but because I want to battle every trainer, we're going to battle this guy right here. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. I guess that's true. A Bugcatcher Doug. Doug's got 3 Pokemon. He's gonna send out a Weedle, level 7. So that's the no, besides Gary's Pokemon, it's the highest level Pokemon that we found by another trainer. We're just gonna bubble this thing right away and do almost half its health. Now he's gonna Poison Sting. Hopefully he does not poison us. A critical hit. Don't critical poison me again. Thank God. Whew, that would have been just terrible luck on my part again. That seems to be the luck that I have in this game. Any poison move that somebody uses on me seems to poison me. But anytime I use a poison move that might poison them, I never get it. You see, Poison Sting poisons me again. Oh, goodness. Hurt by my poison. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those nifty antidotes and cure Aquaman of his poisoning. As he's just going to streak shot me, lower my speed. That's A-okay by me, boss. A-okay. Alright, we're going to not go back to the bag. We're going to switch it up and use a Tackle. As he poisons things again, watch him. He's going to get the poison again. Watch him. Oh, thank God he didn't. Whew. Okay, Aquaman gains 78 experience. I guess I could say is that when fighting wild Pokemon and trainers Pokemon, even if they're the same level, so let's say we were to find like another level 7 Weedle in the wild, the trainer's level 7 Weedle, a Pokemon trainer's Pokemon, gives more experience than a wild Pokemon does. So, good thing to know. We're going to get more experience from trainer battles. So that's why I like to battle every trainer, because they give us some pretty good experience. Now we're going to bubble this thing again as it just keeps string shotting me. Oh well, not a problem for me. And Aquaman just bubble again, and hopefully this will take this guy out. As it did. Very nice. So Aquaman should grow a level here. Yes, he does. Now Aquaman is level 11, so that means we can switch out to Hawkeye, who's level 10. I like to keep my Pokemon relatively about the same level each. And now he's sending out Kakuna, which is Weedle's evolved form, which we went over in the bio. And Kakuna is also level 7, so we're going to Gust because Flying type is super effective against Bug type. Very nice to know, and it almost takes it out in one hit, even with Kakuna's very good defensive stats. Kakuna and Metapod, you wouldn't have seen from the bios, but they have very good defensive stats because they're kind of like, they don't really do any damage. They're like that in-between stage between, you know, Caterpillar or, I don't know what Weedle is. I guess Weedle is also a Caterpillar. I don't know, but no, I guess it would be like a bee larva. Yeah, that would make sense. It's like that in-between stage where they're like going through metamorphosis, so they don't really do much damage, but they're just really tanky. Okay. And nevertheless, we shall switch to Hawkeye here, because Hawkeye is a level below our beloved Aquaman. And there's just another item out here in the open for us. Very nice to know. An antidote. So we just made up for one that we got there. So if you go this way, it's a little shortcut to get quicker through this maze dungeon. But we're going to go up this way, and we're going to battle this guy. Let's see what he says. I might be little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me. Well, that's a little strange. Bug catcher, what's your name? Anthony, with 2 Pokemon, sending out a Caterpie. Hawkeye is just going to make a mincemeat out of these guys with his Gust. If this doesn't one-shot, I shall be surprised. And Hawkeye does, of course. Super effective. Such a strong Pokemon early game for this dungeon. So Hawkeye also grows to level 11. Very nice, very nice. And now he's going to send out another Caterpie. And we shall switch to Aquaman. That way we can get Aquaman on his way to level 12. And Aquaman, just waiting for him to send out his Caterpie. This one is level 8, so that's the highest level that we have found so far. Just going to bubble this thing right away. Almost half its health, and it's just going to string shot me. Fine by me. If you string shot me this whole battle, it will not bother me, because I'm just going to kill you. Well, I guess you don't technically kill Pokemon, you make them faint, but I don't know, I kind of always thought of it as killing them, because you never battled trainers again. But I guess it is fainting. Whatever. Just gonna quickly kill this Caterpie as he finally decides to attack us and does 2 damage. So I guess that makes sense why he doesn't attack us. He ain't gonna kill us. Aquaman is too tanky, baby. Too tanky. As Aquaman takes out the Caterpie. Getting some nice experience for that. We're halfway to level 12. Very nice. And we're just going to keep making our way through this dungeon. So, we are going to have to go through some grass ourselves. I need to remember to switch to Aquaman. And I'm actually going to use a potion on him as well, just because I like to keep my Pokemon about full health. And, yep, full health for Aquaman. So now we're going to come through this grass here. And no wild Pokemon. Very nice. We're going to have to go through some more wild grass. Hopefully no wild Pokemon. That's alright. We actually ran into a Kakuna, so that is actually only a 5% chance for us, so that's pretty nice to know. But we're just going to run away from it. No need to battle it. Just going to take up too much of our time. So, this guy right here is actually a trainer, optional trainer as well, but we're going to battle him because I like to battle everybody. He says, did you know, whoops, did you know that Pokemon evolved? Why, yes I did. And let's see what he has. Bug catcher Charlie is going to send out a Metapod. Okay, so just a defensive Pokemon. I assume this guy will probably have just Metapods and Kakunas, probably. So we're just going to bubble this thing, get rid of it, try to take care of it. It's going to harden. Keep raising your defense. My bubble is a special move because it is water type, so it doesn't matter if you keep raising that defense. But it seems like Bubble did less than. So, I guess this is a good opportunity to talk about how moves have a minimum and a maximum amount of damage that they could do. So, it's not completely set on how much the move is going to do every turn. You could have a max roll of a move and have it do more damage. And then the next turn, you could get a minimum roll of the move damage and do less damage than the previous turn. So, I guess it's a nice thing to know. There's maxes and mins in this game. And he actually has a Caterpie. But we're going to switch to Hawkeye because Aquaman got to level 12. So a good thing to keep in mind. So if you do like half of a Pokemon's health, that could have been a maximum roll, but it also could have been a minimum roll. You never really know. So I'm going to gust this Caterpie away and just completely blow it up. Super effective. Hawkeye, you are amazing. Amazing. As Hawkeye is going to gain 79 experience there. And he's going to send out another Metapod here. So he never had a Kakuna. I was lying. And he's going to just gust this thing away. This might actually take this thing out in one shot. Ooh, close. Very close, Hawkeye. But I assume, yep, it's going to harden. And we shall just tackle this thing to take it out for the last time. Tackle. Super simple. Very well done, Hawkeye. You might gain a level of it. Yes, he does. Hawkeye grew to a level 12. Very nice. Very nice. I think I'm going to keep Hawkeye out in the front of our party, even though I said I would keep Aquaman out there. But I think I'm going to keep Hawkeye there. Let Hawkeye get some more levels. Because he just does so well in this forest. Super effective against everything besides that Pikachu. A Weedle, we're just gonna run away from this thing. No reason in battling it. We're almost actually out of the dungeon, which is very nice to know. So if you go down here to the right, you will actually get the last item that we can find in this dungeon, and that is a potion. So another potion for us, very nice. And this is the last long stretch of grass that we have to go up to. And it seems like there is a trainer in our way. But we shall get out of this wild Weedle fight. Goodness, I wish there were repels, and I wish we could buy repels already. That way we don't even have to run into wild Pokemon. But nevertheless, we're going to battle this last trainer here in the dungeon. Hey, wait up. What's the hurry? Why the rush? Well, buddy, I'm trying to get out of here, all right? I'm trying to get progressed with my storyline. Bug Catcher Sammy with your one Pokemon, a Weedle. Weedle level 9, one level away from being Beedrill, but I don't know why he wouldn't evolve it into a Kakuna. I guess he's just going to wait. We're going to gust this thing, kill it, Dunsky. And Hawkeye's going to gain some sweet experience for that. And we are going to get out of this dungeon now, hopefully, before we run into any more wild Pokemon. The last blade of grass we ran into one. The last one, and it's a Metapod. Well, it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to go through this gate right here as well. And it seems like we are out of the forest. So here we're back on to Route 2. And this is the other side of Route 2 for us. So there's some more grass that you can find this Pokemon at, but just much easier to find Caterpie and Weedle in the Viridian Forest. And now we are in Pewter City. So we're in Pewter City. Let's get forward. PC, there's a Pokemon Mart here as well. And I guess we're just gonna heal up, and let me actually look at the time. We've been recording, I would say, maybe about 20 minutes or so, so I think that'll probably be a good spot to stop the video at. I was gonna fumble over my words there, that's why I had to slow down and just take a breath. So we healed, we are now in Pewter City. So next time on Pokemon Leafgreen, we are going to go around Pewter City, do whatever there is to do around this place, and then we will progress with our adventure. So if you guys did like the video, please feel free to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Please feel free to leave down in the comments anything else you would like to see from this, constructive criticism is always welcome on this channel. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.